Yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, editing Sarah here. I realized how near the middle of the intro and all of Group 1's reading, I have beautiful lipstick all over my front teeth that I did not notice. And just saying a heads up, if that thing bothers you, I'm so sorry. And I am aware of it, because if you're yelling at me through the screen, I'm yelling at me too. So enjoy the reading. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah Parson and I am the Oracle Artist. I'm here to help make you laugh, discover divine clarity, and be your own oracle. On Fun Friday, which is what I call today, I, along with normal, typical oracle cards, I also read with Witchy, as I like to call it, and my own channeled personal Fun Friday deck with Buddy the Elf as our spirit guide. Look, I just wanted to say hello. And all the channel messages on the back. So it just adds a little extra flavor, a little extra spice and some fun. And today I have a pick a pile. I was gonna say pick a card. It's pick a pile reading. And I will show them after this intro. I just felt very called. I've been feeling more called to show my face and just have it more of we're chatting sort of vibe. It just, I don't know, something about it. It feels more special to me, I don't know. And so I just felt really called to do that today. So instead of showing my table after this, I will show a picture of the options. And I was told to draw I can't talk. I was told to draw pictures, images, basically. They're not really pictures, images of what I was shown for each pile. So it's very different today, which is pretty cool. And I know I call myself the Oracle Artist. Don't judge my work off of these stunning pieces that you will see. I'm charging $1 million per one. They are so worth it. No. I was just okay. So I was catching myself wanting to be perfect. They're don't even, you will be here forever. This is a pick a pile reading, Sarah. It's fine. The collective understands. So I hope you understand. And if you don't, well, nothing I can do about it. It's already done. So today's message, I forgot to say that. I feel very scattered right now. I feel I've already kind of started channeling. So just stick with me, please. Bear with me. The message I got for today is going to be all about 2023 main character energy. So almost what energy are you stepping into in 2023? And pretty much the collective reading for everybody here is you are all the main character. You deserve to be the main character, and you are the main character. And it's kind of, this is a pump up reading, what's the energy for this year ahead for you? And it's basically, right now I heard there's no spill in the tea, it's all pumping you up. Maybe a little tea spillage, but it's all about you. And I'm hearing, I literally just pictured future selves being we're here to pump you up. So it's almost your future self pumping you up about what energy, main character energy, you're stepping into. So I'm very excited to get into this reading, or all of these readings. It feels like there's just a lot of fun excitement. So without further ado, let's get into this. So after this, I'll show you your options. So there's going to be 3 piles to choose from, 1, 2, or 3. And even as I say that, if right now you're ooh, that number's sticking out to me, that could be your pile too. Sometimes you don't need to see the image, but a lot of times the image can help. So very curious. I'm looking at them. I have them right here. And I'm just curious what you're going to pick. And tell me how you enjoy this. If you enjoy this style of reading, if you actually prefer to see the cards on the table, just let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. So I will see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you are here, you chose this exquisite piece of art. Literally, when I was shown this in my head, I was that's it. And they're that's it. And then at first I only saw the line, and they're add dots. So I was told to add 3. And so it's interesting. At first I did these three, then these, and then they said the sides. So I'm curious if like 3 is a big number for you, or even 4, or if you've been seeing 3s and 4s. Yeah, I'm just curious. And there's something about this, I don't know, or it's almost like showing you walking along a journey. I don't know. I feel this is part of the reading, but I feel like I'm being told to get into the cards. So right now I'm gonna first start out with the Intuit Oracle, the 2nd edition. And let's see what card we have for you, group number 1, for your main character energy in 2023. Okay, this one's really sticking out to me. Ooh, we have bear. First I'm hearing a sturdy bear. I'm almost hearing like sturdy foundation. I keep hearing sturdy, sturdy, sturdy. Sorry, I will put this in a space where you can see it better. Yeah, and at the end too, I'm gonna take a picture of all the cards I got for you so you can look at them at the very end if you desire. But I'm just hearing a sturdy. So here it says boss, CEO, judge. I'm looking at what's sticking out. Benefits. Yeah, muscular. I feel like your main character energy, I'm hearing like sturdy boss, like, I feel a lot of you are coming into your body in a different way, meaning I feel like you're taking care of your body, and like I feel this has already started. Like this is something they're like, this isn't like you go into the new year like, new year, new me. It's like, this is something you've already been working on. And I'm hearing like you're entering this year feeling more confident than usual. You are entering this year feeling sturdy, like sturdy in all different ways. Like I feel like you have this sturdy within, and I just pictured like inside a body with like a stick going through. It's almost like a pull, like it's like more put together. Like you are feeling more put together. You are feeling in charge of yourself. You are feeling like no one can push you around or move you. Like this bear, picture someone trying to come up to it and like bully this bear. That's not gonna end well. Like, and I feel like that's you. You're just like, if someone comes up to you, I'm imagining someone like throwing like either like verbal abuse at you or like not kind words. And it's like, you just are standing there. And again, I'm picturing this like solid pole in the middle of you. Like you've worked really hard and it's like going to the ground. It's like grounding. You've worked on really grounding yourself, and there's this pull from up above to below. It's like you're very centered. You are extremely centered. And it's like nothing can shake you at this point, because in the past, everything could shake you is what I'm hearing. But you're going into this year and you're like, no, this is the year where I hold my ground. This is the year where like I'm the boss of my life. That's kind of what I'm hearing. You're like, I'm the CEO of my life. I'm the boss of my life. And like, no one can fuck with me, basically, is kind of what I'm hearing. And like the muscular, some of you might actually have been working out and like just feeling like you enjoy, like, I'm hearing like feeling your muscles, but like you feel strong in all ways, like physically, mentally, spiritually, you know, like you feel, again, grounded. I'm picturing the grounded and the pull going into the ground, and it's like so deep in the ground. This is funny. They want me to, okay, they're showing me the image. So where my parents' house is, it's like on this curve, and the mailbox would be like right, it's like right on the road. And for some reason, growing up, it was the teens, the young adults' favorite things to do is to come by with like bats or something and just like hit the mailbox. And our mailbox was really the only one that got this, because at the corner, it could be like they go by it and then you can't see them anymore. And our mailbox got hit so many times. It would always like be toppled over or something. Like for some reason, it was a thing people did to our mailbox, and we got different mailboxes, and it just kept happening. And finally my dad dug up in the ground, poured cement, put a pole in that cement with the mailbox, and it hasn't happened again. I think they also ended up moving it to the other side of the driveway, if I remember too, but like still. And I remember it was like, you couldn't fuck with the mailbox anymore. And I almost feel like that's you. Like they were trying to get me to explain this to you of like, people have almost like beaten you down over and over and over again. And it was kind of like you kept trying different things. I'm almost hearing, because with the mailbox, it was always up above, like we didn't do anything below. And I feel like you were either working very hard on like physical appearance or some more outward healing, or not grounding yourself. Like you're working on, if you've been spiritual for a long time or felt very connected for a long time, you might have only been doing like work up, if that makes any sense. But you still need to ground yourself for that to fully like sink in, or to like feel less anxious and feel confident in yourself. The grounding is so important. And I feel like the mailbox, you were doing all this work and you're like, why am I still like, why do these words keep hitting me? Why do these things keep like hitting my soul? Like, am I hurt all the time? Or like, why does this keep happening? And I feel like once you learned, you really had to like come really like dig deep. And I'm also hearing like do shadow work, like go down, like go in the depths of you, and had to like pull up this stuff, like how my dad like had to dig up the dirt and bring it out. Like you were like shoveling this part of yourself out, and you were really working so hard on yourself. You've been working so hard on yourself. And then the cement, I'm imagining that being like everything then you worked on was able to come down and solidify in you. Being so many chills, like then all this hard work, it wasn't just staying in the upper area, it was finally able to root within you. And so then finally when people said words, you were able to like ignore, stand up for yourself, do what it took to like have it kind of more bounce off of you. Because if someone tried to like hit our mailbox with a bat, it would have like reverberated, you know? Like I feel like you finally realized, for what you were, all this hard work you've been doing to like finally sink into, you had to let go of a lot. You had to dive deep and let go of a ton of shit is what I'm hearing. So then it could just pour into you and like really ground you, everything. So then you were grounded in the energy of healing, pretty much. Wow, all this from the one card. I love this. So I feel like, yeah, the main character energy for you going into this year is just like you're starting the year off with this grounded, sturdy energy. Oh, it feels so good. I just heard it's like Michael Bublé singing it, but like and it feels good. You know the song where it's like dun 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 dun. I don't know, but I just heard that. Like I can't think of anything, but it's just like the feels good. It is like soulful, like sultry voice is what I hear. And it's almost like you walking in your life and you're just like kind of slow-mo and you're like, feels good. And you're like, no one can bring me down. And I really like it because it's not like revenge energy. It's not like, I heard, haha, like maybe some of you feel like you want to be kind of in revenge mode. And I'm hearing like the Taylor Swift, the like Karma song from her new album. And I'm hearing, don't focus so much on that. This is a little side note for some of you, because they're like, you work so hard. So where are you going to put that energy? Are you do you want to put that energy back into yourself, or do you want to continue putting that energy trying to like impress other people or whatever? So I'm hearing really think about that. I'm hearing, you know the answer. So really, I'm hearing try to stay away from that like revenge energy, or like this way of spending your energy trying to still have it be outwardly like, look at me now. Obviously we want that kind of feeling of like, look at me now. Like, yeah, obviously there's a point when that's fine, but I'm hearing if you spend too much focusing on that, I'm hearing the foundation, I'm seeing a crack. Like that's gonna make, because cement can crack, you know? And I'm just hearing, make sure you're tending to your foundation. And that's really, really, really working hard on spending your energy within. And yeah. Okay, I just pulled a what do you mem for you as I was shuffling and talking there. Sorry, the ring light. But it's kind of what we were just talking about, kind of like this is almost like you being like, oh, what? Like, I don't, or this is multiple energies here. So it's kind of like, I feel like some of you might be looking like this, like, oh, like me? What, me? No, not me. Like, or like, this is your guides being like, you know, like, this is like the face they're giving you when they see you kind of want to go that route, or feeling like, oh, I can't wait to just like give it to the people. I don't know, like, but it doesn't feel maleficent. Is that, did I say that correctly? If I didn't, let me know. But it doesn't feel like evil or bad. It just feels like you're just so excited to like show that no one can boss you around, show like you are sturdy now, and show basically like this elevated version of yourself, evolved version of yourself. And your guides are kind of like, watch how you do that. Watch how you spend that energy. Oh, is that how you want to spend your energy? Is that what you want to do? Or do you want to do it this way? You know, I'm kind of like, this is just like a loving, gentle reminder, because I'm also seeing them being like this, like there are people and times when you're going to stand up for yourself, and they're like, that's how you use that energy. Like, that's, I heard, appropriate way to spend that energy is to stick up for yourself, is to set those boundaries, and it is to like stand your ground where it needs to be stood. And so like that, I'm seeing them go like this, but it's almost like when you take it to the next level of like almost instigating or something like that, that's when they're gonna kind of, they're like saying, picture us doing this to you in those when you start picturing this face in your head, I hear you might think of like you might be stepping over that line a bit. And there's like no judgment, because this is also like, sometimes when you start out one way, you know, I'm thinking of a pendulum, and then it'll swing the other way. So sometimes we overcompensate, and then until we get into the middle. And so they're almost like, this is a time of learning too, which is fine, but just almost picture this, when this picture pops in your head, just think of what you're doing in that moment and see if you need to like change your behavior a little bit, is kind of what I'm hearing. And it's all with love. It's all with love. And they wanted to add a little bit of humor in here because it's fun. Like life, it should be about that. Learning doesn't have to be boring or strict. It's almost like I'm hearing this is also like a learning year for you of how to spend, I'm hearing you new energy, because now you have a lot more energy because of how grounded you are. You are so grounded. So you have all this amazing energy, and it's like you're working on where to put it, you know? And so, yeah, just imagine this face if you need a little, or like they said, when you view this face, it's a little reminder. And there's no harsh judgment at all. It's yeah, it feels funny, and it feels just like almost a little tap, you know? Yeah, I don't know, I'm just getting like giggly energy from your teams right now, like your spirit team, your guides. It just feels lighthearted as I give this message. It's just, but they wanted you to know. They wanted you to know. So now I'm gonna pull a Buddy the Elf for you. Let's see what message to end with here. And then I kind of want to look at the picture to see if I get anything for you too. Okay, so we got Buddy looking like this. Also number 3. Oh, I was saying 3s. Oh, and the bear was 15. And also 10 of clubs. Okay, what a powerful being you are. Just wow, marvelous. Powerful. Yep, you were sturdy. It's almost like what a sturdy being you are. Like, so you are so powerful. You found this new power within yourself, and it's very exciting. And it's just like, okay, so now I want to look at this. So the 3s, so I do feel like 3s are big for you. And I'm almost seeing like, so interesting, because I was talking about like the ditch, like, okay, so I'm almost seeing it's like, I'm also just hearing there's ups and downs, like you've been through a lot of ups and downs, and this is almost like you just kind of like going about your life. But for some reason, this down right here, it's almost like I'm seeing this as a power move in a way of when people try to bring you down, the cement is there, like you have that foundation and you're like, it's not going to work on me. I don't know, for some reason this indent right here seems really big to me, and I'm curious if I'm also hearing be your own oracle. If you look at this and you are getting a message or seeing something, or if you've been doodling and anything similar like this, that's a message for you, because I'm hearing there could, for a few of you, this could mean something, like you can make a connection in your own life. But I don't know what it is. There's something about this right here. I don't know. I'm not really getting much, honestly, but it feels important. So that's why I'm wondering if but I keep picturing like, not the ditch, but the hole being dug and the cement being put in. It's almost like you filled this up maybe, and then it's like, instead of having all these downward times, you are able to just now walk across. Instead of like being fine, someone says something to you, then you're like, oh, fuck, like now I'm in this like downward area of my life. Like now I'm depressed, not feeling good, extremely anxious, and then you have to like climb out of that to then like continue your life. It's almost like the cement, you've built that foundation now, and now you can just walk across it. If someone says something rude to you or something, it might be just like a bloop bloop, oh no, we're good. Like, you know, I feel like that's what I get from that. Yeah. Interesting. I am very curious though, if you got this pile, if you want, you don't have to let me know, because a lot of times, you know, it's personal. But what you got from this, or if you're just like, I got something from the picture, you don't need to tell me, but I'm just curious if how these pictures end up speaking to you. Yeah, because there could be many different ways. But group number 1, that is your reading, and make sure to check out the Be Your Own Oracle section as well after this. That's where I hold up some oracle cards and I read them off, but I don't read them. That's for you to do, and I'll explain a little more in the Be Your Own Oracle section, but basically it's a nice way to round out your reading and get messages that are specific for you, since this is a collective reading. You know, sometimes not everything resonates, but sometimes it might. But I love the Be Your Own Oracle section because it'll just make sure you get very specific messages for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I loved having your energy here. I'm very excited for your new year. And I have some really exciting stuff coming up for the new year. So one of them is my very own Oracle deck, which I'm very excited about. So stick around. I cannot wait to share it with you. I'm so excited. So I hope you have a great day, evening, whatever time it is in the universe for you. And if you want a reading, I also have those on my website if you want a more personalized one. I hope you have a fantastic start to your new, strong, sturdy new year. Bye.
Ooh, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, group number 2. You chose this artwork. Dun, dun, dun. This is you, and I just want to tell you something funny really quick. During the whole first reading, at the very end, I realized I had lipstick all over my 2 teeth, my front teeth. So if you see me going like this quite a bit, it's because I'm now very cautious. Go back to pile 1 if you just want to see me looking like kind of like a fool. I'm keeping it in there. I'm like, I already did the reading, you know, it's authentic, but I might be like, you might catch me looking, because now I'm like very self-conscious about it. But it's Fun Friday, you know, you gotta have something go awry. That's kind of silly. It could have been way worse. The camera could have died. It's just lipstick on my teeth. Anyway, I want to get into your reading. Been a little silly. This is your art. I'm very curious. When I was drawing it, I kept hearing more, like fill it all up, more. Because I started with just like a few swirls, and I kept hearing like more, like fuller. So I'm curious how this is going to add to your reading, because this is part of it, but I want to pull a card first. But there's something about fuller, and more energy, like abundant. I don't know, like I'm kind of feeling like you're in this like, let's do it, like let's add more, like why not? Like it's almost like your main character energy I'm trying to put it into words, what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing. It's kind of like, you're like, why not add more to the plate, but in a good way? Like, it's like, the more the better. And it's like, it's not stressful. It adds a lot. I'm hearing it adds a lot of spice, like it adds a lot of like flavor. I'm hearing somebody could be a chef. That's just like a random thing that came to my head. But first I'm gonna pull a card for you from the Intuit Oracle, 2nd edition. So let's get the vibes. Okay, this one. Road. Crossroads, journey, multiple choice, free will, travel, opportunity, way of options, decide, independent, road trip. There's something about seeing all of these where I'm kind of like, you're like, I don't need to pick just one. I can go down this road, visit that area for a while. I can come back and then I can go down this road and visit that for a while. And then, oh, I can go down. Like, it's almost like, I think this is almost like options. You're like, I don't need to choose just one. I can choose it all. I can have it all. I think that's what I'm getting right now. It's almost like you're like, I can have it all. I can have it all. And I love that. I absolutely, like, it feels, it's almost like before, I think you thought you deserved nothing. And the energy you're stepping into this year is you're like, no, I deserve it all. Like, I deserve my dreams, my desires, my fantasies. I get what I need and I get what I want. It's kind of like this energy, and it's not selfish. It's not like greedy. It's like you finally recognizing what you deserve, and you're like, it's kind of like this like fun childlike energy of like, if a child were like left in a candy shop with no adults around and like locked in there during the night, like not in a bad way, it's like a fun way. Sounded terrified all of a sudden, but it's almost like the child's like, oh my God, I could eat all the candy I want. It's almost like this dawning on you of like, wait, I can have this all, when I've been told my whole life, no, you can't. Like kids, you know, you can't have candy, you can't have too many, you can have one. It's almost like the kid in this instant is like, no, like, I get what I want. And it's almost like you realizing this, like maybe you've worked through limiting beliefs, you've worked through like societal pressures, and you know, our society is a lot of the time, this is for some of you, like right when I said you don't have to choose, you can like, some of you even heard like between partners, like some of you could be looking into polyamory, throuple, like I'm getting almost like, that's a very few selective few, but I almost feel like I was hearing like partnerships too. And also like for you, you know, sometimes people are like, you can only have one best friend. No, you can have multiple. You can have an abundance of good friends. You don't need to choose just one person. And I'm kind of feeling like some of you, it's like people, relationships, and some of you it's just recognizing your desires and how you can have it all. You know, it's like some of you, it's like you can have a child and you can work. If this feels right for you, or some of you, it's like, I don't know, I'm picturing just like a very busy life, but it's like not bad busy. It's so good. It feels really, really good. Like the journey, this is a journey, right? Yeah, journey. The journey for this year is all about being like, I can have it all. I choose my journey. I choose, I can go to all of these places. I can visit all these places. I can do all of these things. I can do all of these hobbies. I don't need to choose one. And I'm hearing some of you might have put yourself in a box for a long time. And it's like, no. You don't need, like, you finally realize you're like, I don't need to box. Like, I don't need to be this person who, I don't know, I'm almost picturing someone being like, hi, I'm so-and-so and I knit. Or, hi, I'm so-and-so and I read tarot. Or, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm a teacher. It's almost like, you're like, I don't need to identify as one thing. I can be all of those things. I can be a knitter tarot teacher. Like, you know, like it's kind of like, and even that doesn't need to define you. You can just be you, and you happen to do these things, and you just you know, it's just, you can have it all, and you know now, like, this isn't me telling you, it's almost like you've already known this, but this is like, this is the main character energy for you. This is the energy that drives this year, and I'm getting so many shivers. This is the energy for you that leads you to abundance, like leads you like an abundance in many ways of like abundance of feeling fulfilled. Because abundance, I feel like, is when you just feel like you look at your life and you're like, I have it all. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Like, you feel you have it all because you do, because you're finally allowing yourself to have it all. That feels so good. Okay, I'm gonna pull What Do You Meme now? What Do You Mem, I should say. How many times have I checked my teeth? I don't know. This is what I get when I want my lips to look nice. My teeth end up not. Okay, pulled you a card. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing abundant, like the child in the candy shop, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, I love getting this card. It's just, to me, it feels like the light is shining on you, things are opening up. I'm also seeing this as like your spirit guides right now, be like looking down on you and being like, she gets it, he gets it, they get it, like they can have it all. Like it just feels, they're like so proud, and they're like, hell yeah, that's your main character energy, get it? Like, it's like, they're like, we love to see it. And it's just like, I'm also hearing if you've been getting signs or seeing signs of like light shining through, and like, or you noticing light shining through a window or out of the clouds in the sky. I'm literally hearing that's a direct sign from your guides being like, you can have it all. So I'm getting so many chills. Like, some of you have been, I'm hearing, like in like kind of dire situations, almost feeling like you need to choose. And like, I almost feel like in some moments you saw this light and it kind of made you pause and reflect. I'm hearing like, that's us reminding you, you can have it all. Or that was us reminding you that you can have it all. It just feels, they really, really want you to know this. And again, I feel you've already learned this, or at least most of you watching this, I feel this is already energy you've started to claim, and they're just like, yes. And like, they're almost like putting words or like meaning to this energy, because some of you might have identified it, or some of you might be like, that is the energy I've stepped into. And like, that's your main character energy for 2023. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I'm so proud of you. This feels so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to pull a Buddy the Elf card for you as well. So for pile 2's main character energy. Oh dear. Okay, so we got this, also number 6. Oh, and road was 22, Queen of Spades. You don't need them, bless their souls and send them on their merry way. So I'm hearing for those people in your life who try to dim your light in a way, being like, oh, you cannot have it all, or ooh, do you think that's a good idea? Or just like, I'm hearing there could be like people, I'm hearing chit chattering in your ear, like little birds, like I don't know, it's almost like maybe people are even talking behind your back and you know about it. It's just like, you don't need them, bless their souls and send them on their merry way. Like, you know, you don't, like the bless your souls part is kind of like, you know, send you love and light, like, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not sending you bad vibes for talking. It's more of just like, okay, just whatever, I'm gonna keep moving on. It's kind of like, be like, okay, whatever, like, you know. And if people are just like, well, I don't think that's a good idea, or like, but you've always been this person, why are you changing? And it's because people evolve, you know. I'm hearing some people might have very good intentions trying to talk to you because they've been taught, you know, they grew up in a society that this is how they've been taught, and not everyone, the mindset shift happens, you know, and it's not their fault a lot of the time. Sometimes it can be them unwilling to want to learn, and other times it can be their own trauma and all this stuff. And I feel like the need to say this because of the bless them, and like, sometimes we really, really wish people could evolve with us, and we wish it could happen. And I'm hearing not everyone can, and not everyone will, because of their own past. I mean, everyone can, everyone does have a choice, but yeah, it's more, I feel like the energy I'm feeling, I'm being told right now is more of just like, you might be someone who also wants to help change or help other people evolve, because you're like, I learned this is like, you can have it all. You can go down all these roads, and some people just will not get it in this lifetime. Like, I'm hearing, save that energy. You know, you can try, but if you start hitting a wall, really learn to put that energy towards people who are wanting to listen to you, who are wanting to try, because that's where you can make the difference. And so again, you can say, you know, I wish you best. Like, I really hope you the best, and I still love you. But, you know, I'm seeing now, like, you have your own things that you're working through that I cannot reach you, sort of a vibe. So I feel like that is part of it for a lot of you, and other parts of you is just kind of people nagging at you or being like, oh, good luck, or, you know, wait till you come back. Yeah, like when I quit teaching my stable job, I feel like some people, and like, you know, switched over to, you know, my new business, I feel like I got a lot of energy of, oh, that's cute. And I just felt like I felt a lot of energy of, she'll be back. You know, that's not stable. And, you know, that's what they grew up with. Those are the stories they've been told. And so I don't hold it against any of these people. And I know they mean well. And I know they really want me to be happy. But I have to kind of block out that energy, that specific part of the energy of being like, oh, well, she'll be back. You know, at first it really irked me. But I'm like, you know what? That's how they were raised. Like, that's how I was raised. I don't even know how I quit. Honestly, I went through a portal. Sure did. Like, I feel like my future self stepped in and was like, we'll take over this, Sarah. Like, as I resign. And so I just feel, I don't know, this feels like a big part of the energy for this year of like you working through this. And it's like, you do have it all. Never forget, you can, and you do have it all. You discover this, and don't let people take this away from you. But also remember that these people have their own lives and their own things they're working through. And we can't always convince people to come over and like join the way we're living life. Sometimes we can, and that's beautiful. And then other times we can't, and you tried, and it's like you didn't fail. Everyone has their own story is what I'm hearing. Everyone has their own chances and their own roads to take. So really focus on taking your roads is kind of what I'm hearing. Really focus. And the more you do this, the people around you who are interested are going to start leaning in. They're going to start asking you questions. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is working for them. And I feel like that's how you're going to help people see this more, is just by leading by example. So that felt like a big thing. And I'm also now seeing this, it's almost like you're the beginning spiral, and then you just being you, and you just going your own way and showing people how you can have it all. It almost creates this domino effect. And like, I feel, oh, I'm getting so many chills. You do help lead people. You really help show people that this is a way of life that they can have just by you living your life. So kind of view it that way. The people, like, you will support a ton of people. Don't worry, is what I'm hearing, because I feel like that's very important for you. You do support a lot of people just by leading by example. And so really make sure you're spending your energy on basking in all the things you can have and all the things you can do and all the ways you can be. And eventually people will see that, you know, and sometimes people can see it, hear it, but not believe it still. That's because it's so inwards for them. They can't comprehend that. And just remember that has nothing to do with you, and that's for them to work through if they choose to. So that just feels like such another, there's energies in here. It's funny because the first one had also like this awesome energy and then something to kind of think about. And I feel like that's what this is too. It's you are the main character, and just make sure you're spending that energy on you wisely, and like spending that energy wisely, because you don't want to fall back into be the passive character in your life. And when you start exerting all this energy trying to pull other people in, like, no, but can't you see this is, or like trying to prove like I am living the life, then your energy starts to move so outwards, and it's kind of like you forget you're the main character. So you really want to like just lead by example. Well, I love how this picture came through. We love it. This is fun. I think I'm gonna do this more often. And I just saw a lot of head nodding in my head, like my guides be like, yes. So I'm curious how you found this reading. If you were into the art piece about it, you know, my $1 million art, oh my God. So curious how you feel about it and how you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated with you, feel free to share anything that you want with me, or just keep it to yourself. That is okay. I totally get that. We have our our private business. Yeah, and if you want any further clarity or further information or just support, I have more readings up on my website, which I love doing one-on-one readings. And since we're talking about the new year, I have really fun ideas coming up, or not coming up, I'm brewing up really great ideas. And also I have created my own Oracle deck, and I'll be working on showing that to you all soon, which I am so excited about. I'm like looking at the demo right now, my first draft, and I'm like, I would show it, but it's nothing like how it's gonna look. I had to change some stuff. So the second draft will be coming soon. So I'm just excited to start doing readings with my own deck, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. And thank you again for being here. Don't forget to check out the Be Your Own Oracle section of this reading. You'll just get a nice overview, and it's more specific messages for you. So have a great day, evening, whatever time it is in the universe for you. Bye.
Ooh, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, pile 3. You chose this exquisite, one-of-a-kind drawing. So this is part of your reading. We'll get more into this after I pull some cards, but right away I'm kind of seeing like tunnel vision, but it's not bad. I feel like you're very goal-oriented. I'm getting a really big trigger. Like I'm hearing like going for the goal-oriented, like nothing can stop, like one-track mind, but again, in a good way, like in a healthy way. Like you are doing other things, but there's some goal, or you have like, you're entering this year with such like, I'm hearing a vibe. Like you're entering this year, like your main character energy is just strong-willed, goal-oriented, like nothing's gonna get in your way. And it just feels like this is a tunnel, and it's like, you're like, I'm making it to the end. I am doing what it takes. Whatever shows up in that tunnel, like I'm making it through. I'm trying to get in my way because you won't. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now. So I'm really excited to pull the first card for you. So I'm gonna use the Intuit Oracle 2nd edition for your first card. So let's get group number. That one feels important. Didn't even finish my sentence. The moon. Ooh. Intuition, subconscious, fantasy, romance, psyche, affection, recognition, invitation, sensuality, artistic, divine feminine. It's funny, I've never really paused this long, but the moon seems very significant. I feel like I was just like bombarded with words, like more. And I'm like, okay, that wasn't super helpful, but I see you're trying to help me. Okay, you know, like that there's the saying, the man on the moon, I'm hearing the woman on the moon, but it doesn't have, it's not a gender way. It's more like they said, like the divine feminine. I think you're really going inwards, and like kind of like this, it's like a tunnel of creativity is what I'm hearing. The intuition's really sticking out for me too. I feel those of you in this group have been really working on listening to your intuition really, really hard and deciphering it from your ego. And I almost feel like sometimes you were kind of feeling dizzy for a while. You were feeling very dizzy, like, what's my intuition? What's my ego? And you're kind of almost feeling like in this spiral, and you're like, I can't decipher it. And I'm hearing you've worked so hard, so hard. So now it's kind of like you can just go like, boop, nothing, like maybe it was a maze before of you trying to like figure out, being like, oh no, that was ego led. Oh, this is intuition led. Oh, that was ego led. It's kind of like now you're like, I know where my intuition's leading me, and I no, the things popping out in the tunnel or in the maze, whatever, to try to steer me wrong is my, like, or like out of alignment is my ego, or trying to hold me back. It's more holding you back. I feel like you are meant to do things this year. You are meant to go full steam ahead. And I was picturing like Taurus too, like the bull energy, like the stubborn bull, but like in a good, you're just like, I am going forwards. So some of you could have like major or significant Taurus placements too. But I'm just getting this energy, full steam ahead, like full force. Like you're going after this year with full force. Like you are making it through this maze. You are making it through the tunnel, and it's like you just go bloop bloop. It's like this year I'm hearing, it's like almost like I'm hearing check, 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 complete, complete, complete. Like you are completing things. You are checking things off your list. It's like your intuition is so strong. Like you've worked very hard on it, and it's not like this is starting in the beginning of the year. Like you've already worked on this, but it's fun because you get to start the year off with this energy and go the whole year with this energy. Because I feel a lot of you found this energy this past year. And so the fact that you get to start off the year with this energy is so, I keep hearing fun. I feel there's a lot of fun for you this year as well. Like the whole like romance and sensuality part too, like stands out to me. Like I feel like you're gonna have some fun this year. And I'm hearing like intuition led, like you, if there's romance or people involved, like you know who's not right for you, you know who is. You know if you're like, I feel comfortable having a one night thing with this person, and other people you're like, not with you, sir, ma'am, person, like not with you. Like, you know, I feel your intuition is like, it's leading you down this amazing path. And it's like, I'm hearing you are on the path of your dream life already, whether you realize it or not. And some of you might be like, this is my dream life. It's more of like if you feel like things that might be chaotic around you at some point, or like right now even, I'm hearing yes, because you got to go through the storms to make it to the clearing. I'm also seeing like a hurricane, and like there's the eye of the storm. So sometimes there's like the chaos in the beginning, and then there's the eye, like the breather, and there's more chaos. Like I almost feel like you've been like, I've been through like chaos after chaos after chaos or something, and they're like, the storm is about to pass. Like I'm almost picturing, yeah, like the clouds right here, like the clouds are parting and the moon is showing. That's also like your ego. You're finally able to like get that away from your intuition, decipher them. And that's also the clouds being like the storm is passing, for those of you who have been feeling like, I keep hearing like chaos. And I think that's also why this year you're just like, I have a goal, I have a mission, and I'm just going for it, because maybe I'm hearing this year a lot of things could have gotten in the way and you had been tripping over them, or these things didn't work out like you wanted. And I'm hearing that needed to happen to learn some things. We always love to hear that too. Like, but there was a lesson involved. It's important, but you know, we're done with the lessons. I'm hearing that could be some of you, like that's me. I feel like this year I'm kind of connecting with this energy actually. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's been a year of ups and downs, and I kind of almost feel like these are stairs. I don't know, like I'm just hearing like the tunnel is opening for you. The maze is getting clear. Like, you know where to turn, where you need to turn. It's like, you're listening. Like I'm hearing your ear to the ground. I don't know if some of you use that phrase. I like never use that phrase. I don't know. I'm hearing like ear to the ground almost. And now I'm picturing ants building tunnels underground. Like, I feel like a lot of you are very connected to earth, to like very grounded, and you use nature to like gain ideas or help you. Also the ants, I'm hearing like worker ants, like, and like they work in a team, you know? And so I feel like a lot of you, this could be like, you're working with a team to make visions happen, or like you're gonna be collaborating this year. Such a side tangent. It was just so interesting. Like I've seen an ear to the ground with ants underneath. Maybe a lot of you have been seeing ants, or maybe me saying this like sparks something within you, or this is a very specific message to like a couple of you who are like, oh my God, that connects so perfectly with these things, where I'm like, I don't know. So that's just the first card. Okay, so we're gonna do the what do you mem next. So let's get a nice what do you mem for pile number 3. for pile number 3. Okay. For main character energy, this one feels important. Okay. Reasons to live. Okay. I'm also hearing some of you, the fact that you're going full force ahead and you're listening to the intuit, it's like, you know. I'm hearing, don't forget there are other reasons to live besides this one goal. And that's why I was hearing like this tunnel vision isn't so bad, because I feel like a lot of you are remembering that life is more than just work, or life is more than this one vision, or life is more than just a partner. If it's like the whole romance thing sparks for you, like some people will just get so, not some, I feel like a lot of us, pretty much every human at some point in their life or for a while, it's like clings on to this one thing and it's like, this is my one thing in life. And I feel I'm seeing like a grip has been loosened and you're like, there are more reasons to live than just this one thing. Or like, I don't need to just work on this goal. And I feel a lot of you have been working on this, but this is also serving as a reminder for this year that when you do get a little too tunneled vision and you feel like you're starting to maybe feel burnt out or exhausted and you're like, no, but I gotta keep going. I'm picturing the tunnel and you know, at first it was clear and there's some obstacles, but you're just like hopping over them like easy breezy. You're like, nothing compared to last year. And now I'm seeing like, there's a little tunnel off to the side in the tunnel, or a little like hole, and I'm hearing, ah, and it's like a couch and there's cozy lights. It's like a little den. And you kind of stumble upon it and you're like, oh, that looks so good. And so I feel like that is so needed. But the thing ahead, I have to keep, and I keep seeing like this tunnel being like, or like this room making this noise. And like every time you try to walk past it, like it gets louder and louder and this like light shines at you from it, trying to pull you in. And it's like, remember, you are allowed to rest. Like even this bed, you can lay down. Like you are encouraged to rest. You are encouraged to make sure that there are other reasons to live. Like, because there are, like, you resting in that magical little den is actually going to revive you. You're gonna like cozy up in there. I'm just picturing there's books in there. It's just whatever you love to do. Like I'm picturing these are your hobbies, the other things you love doing besides the thing you're going after. This could be a relationship. This could be work. Again, there's more to life than just this one thing. And I'm hearing you already know this, and this is just a reminder for when you get into the thick of it. A lot of the times we need re-reminder, you know, we need reminders again. And so I'm hearing there might be like, I'm hearing like the sign for you, they want to say for this year, when they feel your tunnel vision's getting a little too tunnel visioned and you're forgetting to like, you know, nap in those dens now and then. I'm hearing books might be a major sign for you, like titles of books. If you pass by a shop and it's like sleep more, I don't know, like, or just words or signs in general. Like words are important. Like I think you get a lot of signs through words or signs. Yeah, like reading could be important to you. Like, or if you're reading a book and there's a sentence that just keeps sticking out to you, be like, and this person rested for 2 days and felt so much better. And you're just like, can't get over that. You're like, that's a sign for you to rest for 2 days and you're gonna feel better. Like, it's kind of like, I'm hearing they're gonna send very specific signs to you when you're not listening to your own intuition when to rest. Cause I'm hearing this can be your Achilles heel a little bit, you know, of like, listen, your intuition ego is like, your ego can kind of slip in there a little bit and kind of get the best of you when you're starting to get burnt out, when you're starting to get a little low on energy, and it's going to try to convince you, no, we have to keep going. You cannot stop. No, you cannot. And your guides are going to be like, oh, send in the troop, like send in like the signs. Let's go. Let's tell them there's more to life than just this one thing. So that's the energy I'm really getting with this card. I love it because each group has had the main character energy and then a little like helpful thing like this, which is really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna read a Buddy the Elf. Oh, this one just literally popped on over. Okay, we have Joker. Guzzle something sweet and enjoy life today. Okay, again, I'm hearing this is another sign, other reasons to live than just besides the thing you're really working on. But again, this focus is important. This focus is it is an incredible part of this journey this year. This main character energy for you, it's like you are made to like go after this thing. You are made for it. You were made for it specifically. But also remember to just simply relax, enjoy yourself, enjoy a sweet little treat, you know, just like enjoy life. Enjoy life while working towards this goal. Because like I said, you're on the path to your dream life. The path is about enjoyment. The path should be luxurious in multiple ways. And I'm seeing like you laughing, I'm licking a lollipop. Saw a makeout scene, love that. Nap, I'm seeing like a coat, like someone just like it's almost like infomercial, like cheesy that I'm seeing right now. And it's so fun, I love it. It's just like, don't forget to enjoy life. Because you are on the path to your dream life and treat it as such. You create your dream life too. In every single moment in the present. If you have a very busy day and you're like, I actually can't take a break today, but you feeling a little burnt out, take 5 minutes. Eat something like have some nice tea. I don't know, you have to take a moment for yourself is what I'm hearing. And it can be very short and sweet. So you know how they say slow and steady wins the race? I heard short and sweet helps win the race. So yeah, you have to have those sweet moments to make the race worth it, you know? I don't know, enjoy the scenery along the run. Yeah. I'm just being shown a grassy field and like laying in the middle of it, and it just feels you're basking in the sun and you know all the to-do lists, but you're like, no, I'm choosing to take this moment and I'm choosing to enjoy this grass. I am choosing to enjoy this sun. And you just feel so invigorated and good after, whereas when you first sat on the grass, it was like, oh. And then even after 10 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm ready to do the next thing on my list. And then it's like effortless. Whereas before, if you didn't let yourself lie down in the grass and enjoy that time with the sun and like earth and nature, you would have had a terrible time getting to that to-do list, and it would have taken you so much longer because mentally and physically you would have been like exhausted. But like just that little nap in the grass, soaking up the vitamin D with the sun, it's just you check, like I was seeing earlier. So those rests and relaxation, enjoying the sweet treats of life, will actually help you get things done faster and better quality. So I love this. I love this energy for you. It feels very accomplishing, but and just so satisfying. It feels like you have such satisfying main character energy for this year, or 2023. I am very excited for you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. That's all I have for you. I will take a picture and I'll post it right after this so you can look at them more if you feel that helps you soak in the vibes more, since it wasn't on a table for you to see. And I just want to share with you, I have a lot of fun things coming up for the new year. I'm so excited. One of them is an oracle deck I've worked on. Right now I'm staring at my first draft. I'm not sharing it because it's going to look actually vastly different than the second draft I have coming. That one I hope is good enough to share, because I am so excited to share my oracle deck with all of you. And yeah, I'm pumped. And if you want more support during this next year, I have my readings up on my website, and I love doing one-on-one readings. I really do. And yeah, just thanks again for being here. And I'm excited for you to be the main character of 2023, because we all deserve to be the main characters of our life, have background music playing, strutting around a city street, because I feel like that's what you see in a lot of movies. I don't know. Side channel. Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate you spending your time here. Don't forget to check out the Be Your Own Oracle section of the reading to really round out the reading and get more specific messages for you. And I hope you have a great day, evening, whatever time it is in the universe for you. Bye.
Ooh. Yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello and welcome to the Be Your Own Oracle section of this reading. So today I've been instructed to just pull 2 from the What Do You Mem deck. So what's going to happen is there's nothing for me to read on here. Actually no, some of the mems have words, but I will pull the cards and I will show you and you will read them for yourself. So whatever messages, whatever feelings come across, whatever you hear in your mind, just, you know, or see, or just whatever your clear senses are, or however you interpret messages, know those are for you. And if you're someone who doesn't normally read for themselves, I love this because it is a time for you to just tune in with yourself, because everyone has the ability to read messages and channel messages. So I just like having the space to do that. So I just pulled the 2 cards. Let's see them. So number 1, we have this lovely card. And I will take a picture and share it after this so then you can look at them more extensively and pause the video if you so desire. And then we have this card. So whatever messages are coming through, whatever vibes you're feeling, those are for you. Okay, there's only so much I can do, but now I'm going to take a picture of these for you and put them right after this. So thank you again for joining me today. I really appreciate it. We have a day. I hope you have a day. I hope you have a great day, evening, whatever time it is in the universe for you. And happy 2023. We are the main characters. We are the main characters. We are the main characters of our lives. You are so welcome for that gorgeous serenade you just got. Well, I will officially say goodbye. And I can't wait to be in your energy next year. Bye.
Ooh, yeah, it's Fun Friday.